What's popping, people? What's good? This video is pretty much going to be explaining to you why copywriting is dying in 2025, or copywriting is dead, to be honest, in 2025, and why you need to adapt right now. Let's just get straight into it. It's going to be a nice and short one. I'm going to go through a few things, explain why, explain what the options are, explain how you can get around this and still do copywriting, making money, but obviously taking advantage of new strategies. So let's go straight away. AI is writing better, faster, and cheaper than the professional copywriters even right now. The only way, to be completely honest, before we even jump in, to stand out against AI is be really personal. But AI is catching up real quick on that, using things like Claude and Poppy AI. You can literally just implement stories and things about the creator, maybe their YouTube videos, things like that, and instantly it's going to create personalized copy straight away. So even that side of it, what the copywriter is going to tell you is going to keep you apart. Even that is going to be taken over pretty soon, if not already. So yeah, and retainers are way harder to sell. Plus, retainers have a massive, massive churn these days because there's so many people sort of taking over offers, like throwing the current copywriter off and they're taking over because everyone's consistently pitching, everyone's doing online business, everyone's battling all the time. And I think retainers is just one of the things that if people are paying like 4-5 figures a month, they want to see results from it. And you're obviously only handling the marketing, the traffic. You can't handle the sales, the conversions, the fulfillment of the offer, whatever the offer is. So you're only in control of this. And if the other parts of the business aren't doing well, who they're going to blame? They're going to blame the guy that they're paying 4-5 figures a month, and they're going to leave. They're going to churn. So even if you do sell them, chances are they will churn. But they're also hard to sell as well for the exact same reason. People aren't willing to give 4-5 figures away anymore for something that AI can do for pretty much zero. And even if they do want to pay someone to do it, they just want to pay someone a cheap amount that can just go on AI and do it for them. You know, just someone they know, someone off Fiverr, someone pretty simple. So they're not really willing to pay the 4 or 5 figure amount. I hope that makes sense. But even if they do, most likely they go into churn. Plus, the competition is insane. All these gurus and stuff have been pitching copywriting for a while now, but this is kind of the part where right now everyone's jumping onto it, which is quite funny because it's the worst time because AI is literally taking over, and like we've just said, the money just doesn't make sense anymore. And people are doing it for stupid prices, and that's the other issue about competition. Everyone's battling, so everyone's lowering and lowering the prices, making their offers worse and worse. And now it's just got to a stage where everyone's charging either nothing or too much. There's no kind of happy in the middle, and everyone all the way in this happy in the middle is just instead just utilizing AI. The guys at the top are still making money because their clients haven't really clocked onto it yet. They're happy to just pay them. But very soon that's going to change. So, what is the plan and what does the future hold? Because what can you do? You can't just wait and see. Like, for example, this TikTok ban that everyone's speaking about, whether it's going to happen or not, we don't know. By the time this video is out, it might have happened. I'm not sure. But same sort of thing as with copywriting. Like, you don't want to be a TikTok creator just sort of coming up to the day where it gets banned thinking, oh no, my whole career, my whole money-making methods might be just going down the drain. There's nothing I can do. Let's just wait and see. If you're treating copywriting that exact same way, you're way behind, you're slacking. That's not the way to treat it. You need to be figuring out right now what is the plan and what does the future hold for you. And this is why copywriting is failing as well, so that we can get into what the methods are and the solutions to help you fix that. But right now, why is copywriting failing? We've kind of went through it already, but it's AI domination. Tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Poppy, which wasn't originally in here, but Poppy's something I've been using a lot recently. And if you want to use it, you can use the code Mason. This isn't some sort of crazy plug, but truthfully, if you are copywriting, you want to be using Poppy. It has ChatGPT and Claude built in, with tons of the crazy stuff. I'm going to make a separate video on it, so just make sure you subscribe. But yeah, it's pretty much a big Miro board, whiteboard, using AI. It's sick. You can drag YouTube videos in, websites, and use them to base off your AI chatbot, and you can just refer to it, like turn this YouTube video into a newsletter, things like that. Very simple and quick. But yeah, use my code Mason, gives you $25 off, and it's also going to redirect you to something I built out, like a little mini course for it, showing you how to use it in the space that I'm in, which I'm about to speak about in just a minute. But all these AI tools are creating high quality copy at scale, making traditional copywriters way, way, way less valuable. It doesn't even make sense anymore. So if you haven't got into copywriting yet, by the way, I wouldn't be doing it right now. But if you're already in the space, you're panicking. This is why you're panicking. It makes sense. But don't worry, I do have a solution for you. Huge churn as well. Even if you land clients, like we mentioned, they're quick to drop you once they feel they can hire. They can hire someone who's using AI. They can use AI themselves, or they can just DIY. They can just do it themselves. It's not actually that difficult. They can maybe even hire a freelancer on Fiverr to do it, or to just use AI for them. Market saturation. I mean, saturation is a strong word. I don't really use the term very often, but copywriting is somewhere where it is very tempted. The space is very, very overcrowded, with every freelancer offering the exact same services, driving prices far down. I already mentioned this previously, but everyone is competing against each other, worsening and worsening their offer, becoming cheap, and there's just two ends of the scale. Everyone's either too cheap or too expensive, and even then, AI is going to take over either way, so it doesn't even matter. But in the meantime, if you're charging not enough, people don't value you. And if you charge too much, obviously it's not worth them buying. You're not going to be generating enough revenue to be charging that much. So both of these situations just don't make sense. The sales are harder. You no longer need to pitch a 5k per month retainer when AI and systems can handle tasks for less. Why would they agree to that when they can pay, for example, $300 a year for Poppy AI using my code and do all their AI forever? They could even hire someone for 1k a month, a full-time kind of employee who's going to sit in there and use Poppy AI for them. They could take a full course on it, learn from it, everything if they wanted to, and it's still going to cost them less than the 5k per month that they're paying you, and that's someone that's going to work directly in their business. So yeah, it just pretty much makes no sense for them to pay you anything over even like 1k. And even then, if you're going to be hiring teams, buying software, setting everything up, even the 1k is not going to be worth it. Plus, they're probably going to churn, and you're going to end up in negative anyways. So, anyway, past all that, let's get out of the boring copywriting stuff because that's really what it is, and it's just really not going to work. So, how do you actually adapt your offer? Introducing growth operating. And don't panic, this isn't the classic growth operating thing. I'm not trying to pitch you, try and get you to sell school communities to some sort of athletes or creators. That's not what we're looking to do, but it is pretty similar, so don't worry. But growth operating, in my sense, growth operating 2, if you want to call it that, it's a full stack role. It's not something basic, and it's not something for beginners. So if you are a beginner, it's probably not what you're going to be doing. However, if you are like copywriting currently or getting in the copywriting space, you've got some experience, this is the perfect transition. It's a full stack role that combines systems building, client acquisition, offer creation and sales, plus much more, like your copywriting, your content creation, all that type of stuff. You're doing all of that to pretty much build and scale info product businesses. A growth operator is pretty much an info product agency, IPGA, there's all these different terms, it's all the same thing. They've all separated it, put their own term on it to like sell courses, things like that. But when you actually break it down fundamentally, what we do is we combine them all. We're still using the growth operating term because, to be honest with you, it gets clicks. I don't really like the idea, the name, but that's the one we're going with. But my way of doing it is just a full stack role. You find the gaps in people's offers and you fill them gaps, or you create an offer from scratch and you utilize every skill from every different subsection of growth operating, whether it is IPGA, IPA, growth operating, growth partner, all these different terms, we do it all. And it's not just about writing, it's about building scalable frameworks that actually drive results. And that's what we're doing. We're not just doing the marketing, we're doing the M, S, and F, the marketing, the sales, and the fulfillment. We're controlling the full business. We're practically like a COO, the back end guy, the operations guy. You're coming in, partnering with a business, working with them, not for them, handling everything for an actual revenue share, rather than just a little shitty returner. So why is it better? AI is an asset. Instead of competing with AI, you're going to use it to streamline repetitive tasks, email sequences, funnels, etc. You can use it to create content for you, newsletters, literally anything, especially utilizing Poppy, which is what we've been doing for some of our offers, and it's been going off. High retention. Growth operators provide tangible, long-term value. Clients stick around because they're building businesses, not just buying words. And this is the thing, you're not going to have churn. There's no retainers and churn. It's a revenue share model that when they make money, you make money. When you make money, they make money. It's a win-win process. No one's losing out. There's no bad end of the deal here. Whereas if you're paying like a 5k retainer, you're not making money from it. You've got the short end of the stick and you're not going to want to stay around, so you're going to churn. And lastly, more income streams. There's a lot more than this, but obviously we had to keep it nice and short for the video. Growth operators can charge... Oh, we have to move the camera here, but growth operators can charge for building systems, creating offers, and even rev share agreements. I pretty much only do rev share agreements unless I'm doing like a coaching offer. But yeah, you can pretty much do everything. And the more things you combine, the better your share type thing. But you can literally do everything. The systems, the offers, the marketing, the traffic, the sales, fulfillment. And yeah, I would pretty much always aim for a rev share agreement, plus maybe even a setup fee as well. So there's no real downsides to doing it, because like I say, it's win-win. Now, how do you actually transition? Because you might be thinking, like, this sounds cool and all, but it's a very tricky one, because you're stuck in this copywriting model that you know is going to die, but you just don't know how to actually transition out of it without losing money, losing sales, losing motivation and consistency. So what you're going to do is start with one skill. Focus on one high-value skill, like copywriting, sales, or systems. Obviously, copywriting is perfect for you because most likely if you're watching this video, you've already at least started to build up that skill if you don't have it fully already. Don't try to do everything at once. It's a recipe for both failure and burnout. You're going to offer that skill to a client, even for a low rate or free, so you can build up experience and get your first case study. Now, chances are you might have even already done that, and if not, you might be close to doing so. And I'm not telling you to do this for like a 3 to 5k retainer, because we've just been telling you the downsides of that. I'm telling you to do it for a very low price or pretty much for free. You could work with a creator that's selling their own offer. You could work with a creator who's already got a growth operator. Any of these different things. You're going to help them do copy for a very low price or even for free. I mean, the more you can get, the better. But just to get that first case study over the line, that's what I would do. Because right now, we're not worried about the money. Anything is better than nothing. Whether it's copywriting, sales, or systems, you just try to get your foot in the door. And that's the best way to do it, by starting with one skill. Now, you're going to work with the client, give them way more value than they're paying for, so you can build up the best ever first case study. Now, once you've done that, it's time to build and scale with your client. Use real experience to grow while helping your client focus on delivering results and learning more new skills. So you've been doing copywriting, for example, with this client, but now you need to start stacking the skills. So you can either do it with them or look for a new client. I would always recommend sticking with your current client and trying to give them more offer. Like, so, hey man, I've been doing your emails for 2 weeks now. I've also been doing this for this person or for myself. I've been learning sales. Can I jump on and also do the appointment setting? And then obviously you work your way up to a close or two, and you just want to be adding more and more skills. So obviously it depends on what gaps they've got. So if your current offer doesn't have any other gaps, then it might be worth going to a different client with all these new skills and say, hey, I found this gap and this gap. Let me do your closing, or let me do your appointment setting, and let me write your newsletters as well. I'll do like a week's trial, and then we can get on this amount of money, whatever deal you want to do. So yeah, fill the first gaps you can fill with your skill set, whether that's 1 or 2 skills. Then secondly, stack additional skills. So whilst you're working with that client, building up the case studies, testimonials, you're going to be building out funnels, sales systems, just building additional skills, learning on the job, getting paid to actually learn, rather than, trying to learn everything first, not actually making any money, burning out and not doing anything. So get a client first, use 1 skill, maybe 2 skills, and then whilst you're doing that, stack additional skills behind the scenes. And the best thing is, document results to create case studies. Keep consistent. Even create your own personal brand if you want to. Keep posting, put the stories on. Any even little wins, post them. Get reviews, get testimonials, get case studies, and just keep building no matter what, and keep networking as well. Now, you've done that. You've had a client. You offered them 1 skill, then 2 skills, then 3 skills. You've expanded. You maybe got another client and found all the gaps in their offer, filled some of them with a few skills you've got. But now you've already stacked multiple skills. What you're going to have to do is reach out to more clients with a more full stack solution. And this is no longer a retainer. This is no longer for free or for cheap. You've actually got the skills to offer a full stack solution now. Build systems first. So what you're going to do is come into them. I would just go strictly revenue share, no setup fee. It's your first client in this thing, but you've got all your case studies from the other stuff to back it. So, hey man, I've been doing newsletters for this guy, sales for this guy, I can do everything A to Z for your offer. There's no risk to you, don't worry. Obviously, you're not going to say it exactly like this, but pretty much you're telling them it's a no-brainer. They don't have to pay you a thing. You only make money if they make money. It's a win-win. Why not try it out? This is especially perfect if they don't already have an offer. If they don't already have an offer, they are perfect for your first client. So utilize all your case study that you've built up, and then go to a client, offer them a full stack solution. Obviously, it might take you a few outreaches to actually land someone. Then you're going to set up the systems first, start working with them, building out everything you've learned, the copywriting, the sales, the systems, and then you can start leveraging AI as well to automate the process. And in this instance, AI isn't your competition anymore, it's your secret weapon. And the way the world's going, do you really want to be against AI or do you want it on your side? Because I know where I'm at and I know what I've been doing recently. So I'm going to stick with keeping AI on my team. Now, it's going well. You've got some clients, you're using AI, you're using systems, you actually got a revenue share sort of working. Build credibility through results, so keep pushing them. Again, even still now, provide more value than it's worth. If they're paying you 10k per month, you need to be acting like you're getting paid 50k per month. Get more and more case studies to validate your system and scale your value. Case studies, case studies, case studies. People follow people. You need to just prove your offer. Get trust. Offer your solution to creators and coaches. Focus on retention by providing long-term value. And finally, refine your framework based on results. That's the biggest one. Iterate and refine all the time. Change your offer, make it better based on what results you're getting. You're not going to notice at the beginning without doing stuff and actually taking action, which is why no matter what you do, get one skill, whether it is copywriting or sales or systems, and start now, today. Take some notes from this video, come out of this, maybe even watch the free training, but start now with your one skill or two skills or whatever it is. Make a start, because you can't refine or iterate without knowing what's wrong, and you don't know what's wrong without actually offering it to someone. So that's what you need to do, and that is step one. So make sure you offer this to people, actually fulfill for them, make them money, help them, offer them more than you're actually worth, give them long-term value, and then refine, iterate everything so you can keep making more money, getting a better offer, and building case studies along the way. Now, growth operating isn't easy, but mentorship accelerates success. And don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm just telling you what's available. So if you don't already have the full stack of skills, you can join a community or a mentorship program to shortcut the learning curve, but you don't have to. Again, it doesn't actually say this here, but you do not have to. There's tons of mentorships out there. They sort of charge like 4 or 5k, I think. There's a few maybe for less than that. I can do one-to-one coaching, but I don't advertise it. So if you are interested in that, just hit me on Instagram. But again, I'm not going to promote it. What my main offer is my low-ticket community, where I give you everything. I give you kind of all the modules, all the pre-built systems. You get free go high level, things like that. We'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. All I'm telling you is if you want to sort of skip these first steps that I'm telling you, like getting this one skill, doing this, then what you need to do is invest and sort of, you're pretty much paying for someone else's experience, for their case studies, for their experience, to put that into your brain, give you these skills that they've built up in a short amount of time, rather than taking 1-2 months to build everything out. You've got it given to you on a plate because you've paid for that, you've paid for the one-to-one access or whatever it is. Now, like I say, growth operating isn't easy and it's not for beginners, contrary to what people are telling you online currently, telling you to build out skill communities for creators, take 50% and you're going to be a millionaire. It's just not true. You've got no leverage. They could just go hire someone on Fiverr for the exact same job, so please don't be even trying that. But if you're serious, this model is worth it if you're going to put the time in and learn everything and actually do the operating model that I'm talking about, which is full stack and combining everything that you've heard before. So my community, like I mentioned, is Operator Labs. I'm not going to give you a full sales pitch, so a really quick breakdown of what it is. You get free Go High Level, unlimited, so as many sub-accounts as you want. Preloaded with our pre-built systems, so our automations, workflows, funnels, websites, pipelines, I can't even think, but yeah, pretty much everything. You get a full no-fluff course, you get weekly calls, you get our many chat flows, loads more stuff, but like I said, a really quick breakdown. You can actually check what's included on the video linked below. There's a little funnel, it's going to have a VSL on it. It's like a 5-minute VSL, just watch it, see what's included. There's also a free trial as well, so you don't really need to worry, because if you don't like it, you can always leave. But if you don't even want to try and invest yet, all good, because I know some guys are beginners and they don't want to be jumping in the deep end, which is all good with me. So what I've done, I've also put a link below to my free community that I've just opened when I'm recording this video. So that's going to be below as well. So get in there. There's going to be tons of value dropping in there too. Obviously, the goal for me is to convert you from the free community to the paid one. And the way to do that is to pretty much just make you money. So if you want to start making money, get in the free community. The link's going to be below. This is the group. 3 unlimited go high level, 15 plus automation and snapshots. This number's probably about 50 plus now. This was taken quite a while ago. Our full plug and play system, full course, no fluff, full in-depth course. Our lead magnet guide, ads, targeting strategies, weekly calls. You're getting 2 of them at the moment. Proven scripts, templates, contracts, and more. Plus so much more. That's the big thing here. There's constantly things getting added. You're pretty much getting like one-on-one coaching at the moment as well, because I'm literally in the Discord 24/7 helping everyone. But yeah, it's hosted on WAP, so the landing page is going to take you to our actual like landing page. But if you want to buy, it's going to take you straight into a WAP checkout page. It's going to add you straight away, send you an onboarding email. You're going to get all the information straight away. You're going to get a video from me, and then you're going to get access to literally everything here instantly as soon as you join. Which, by the way, you're joining on a free trial, so don't worry, you don't have to pay anything straight away. But yeah, I think that's everything. I can't click any further, so that's the end of the video, and that's why you shouldn't become a copywriter. And instead, you should become a growth operator. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the growth operating model. Are you interested? Are you going to stick with copywriting and see how it goes? Are you going to take the risk? Or are you going to utilize your already built up skills in copywriting and bring them over into the growth operating space, add more skill sets to it, and eventually come into a business and take 20, 30, 40% of a creator and client's revenue, add more and more creators and clients onto that, and eventually just scale to like 6 figures per month, 7 figures per month with a full stack agency type of offer? Let me know what you think. If you do want to join Operator Labs, click the link below. The link to my free training will be below as well. And if you do want some sort of one-to-one coaching, DM me on Instagram. But again, I don't really publish that because we only really sell it on the back end for anyone that really wants it. But not too short of a one today, but I wanted to keep it a little bit shorter. So I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe as well, because I've got tons of stuff coming. And a full video on Poppy AI, which you need to be looking out for, especially if you have been a copywriter, because it's going to blow your mind. So yeah, drop a like, subscribe. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. Peace.